So it was Oxford Greyhound Stadium that got Team Hamblin back racing. What is it about Oxford that you love?
Well, first and foremost, the location. 25 minutes just down the road. So yeah, last race 10 o'clock, 10:30, we can be back at 11, feed the dogs, etc. Yeah, so that's the first and foremost. It was always a nice track. We liked it. 450 yards, suited to the dogs that we probably buy, which are the early pace sprinting type dogs. Over 4 bends. Most owners want to watch their dogs over 4 rather than 2 bends. So yeah, so it's got a lot going for it, and yeah, we think it's going to be a great buzz. And when he gets the crowd in there, and on a Friday, Saturday, that's when most people want to see their dogs run and go to the track and let the hair down and start the weekend.
I feel Kevin Boothby has given you his backing.
Yeah, he's backed us all the way. Fair play to Kevin. He's done a fantastic job. He's done a great job at Toaster. And Oxford, I honestly think it's going to be a great success. I think he's going to have it really packed in at the weekends.
And Kevin's got a dog with you now?
Yeah, Savannah Stowe's coming with us from young Bradley Stowe. He gave us it, and Kevin's trust us with it, and hopefully we'll get some wins out of it for him.
So you decided to get back into training, so you need kennels, and you're starting from scratch here. Tell us how that went.
Yeah, well, I think it was just a eureka moment. It's back in September. We just decided we wanted to have a go at training grounds on a commercial basis. At first we thought we'd only do it half of the actual unit and keep half of our joinery section for the shop fittings. But then thinking about it, we thought, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to go in both feet, etc., and do it 100%. So it's cost us a fair few quid. It's taken much longer than we thought, at least 10 weeks, something like that. Spent a lot of money, and yeah, but as you see from the results, it's a first class establishment, and yeah, we couldn't be any happier with what we've got.
I genuinely think if I was building a kennel from scratch, I would do it exactly how you've done it. What was the sort of thought process behind the decisions you made around the really open kennels, the white plastic boarding? Why did you make those choices?
It's easy to clean down after every day. It's easy to clean down, and it's just open. We're always in and out. Like I said, we're always in and out. So
yeah, and we had to follow the GBG guidelines as well. So that was another thing. And also, years ago, a respected trainer told us that he wanted a high ventilated roof, etc. So again, that's why the kennels haven't got lids on them, etc. And yeah. So we've got the shutters up on a beautiful day, etc. The fresh air of the dogs. If they're not in the paddocks, they've still got the wind whistling through the kennels, etc.
Where we are here as well, near Reading, in a beautiful place called Maple Durham. Plenty of countryside around, as we can see behind you, and you've got a sort of a gallop. It's not an enclosed gallop, it's not a forced gallop, but the dogs love it, Phil.
Yeah, it's just the airstrip next to us, and it's absolutely fantastic, especially when the weather's been raining and it's wet. We wouldn't really run them in the summer on it, it'd be a bit too firm, but it's when we can know it's soft enough. And now we've got a lady down the road, and we just use our all-weather gallop. It's fine. It's
360 yards or metres long, etc. And yeah, and we can actually position the dogs as far as we want them to run. And then they run on recall as well, so there's no lure or anything like that they have to chase, etc. And yeah, so as long as nothing pops out the hedges, we're okay.
Lovely to see that here today. And you've developed a relationship with a man in Ireland who you're buying quite a few dogs from.
Yeah, a guy called Shay Campbell. He's got a young family, Grace and Stefan, Robbie and Faye, his young family, etc. And he's very passionate about the dogs, very knowledgeable. Super, yeah, and what he's doing at the moment is buying into litters, maybe 3 or 4 at a time of a litter, and hopefully that them turning out in 12 months, 13 months. The ones that are not quite to the standard that he wants, then we're the first people that come knocking. So, but yeah, he's exceptional with the dog, very good.
They're always in great nick when they come over, absolutely stunning when they come over.
Yeah, he's got a Hydra pull, he's got a gallop, he's got everything you would want, walking machines, yeah, fantastic setup he's got.
The first dog that you bought, tell us about him, Stefans Rocket.
Stefans Rocket, yeah, it was my brother had a bitch called Sylvia's Chloe. He was in partners with one of the Baker boys, and very good bitch. He run in the Oaks and that, and the
Jim Crack and the Irish Oak.
It's a very good bitch. So they bred with her, and he had one of the pups that was out of him, and we've been watching the litter ever since. And one of them was Rocket, and we've liked him ever since. So
yeah, and he ran originally in the unraced stakes in Esconti, and got to the final and finished runner-up, and that's where Fawn Falcon was sold after the first round. Yeah, we just watched his career throughout, and he came available in September, and we did a deal with Shay. We left him over there for the winter festival, where he runs second to a very good dog, Caucus Spirit. And yeah, and then we've got him. He ran very well at first time up at Toaster, done a 28.50 in winning.
29.50.
Oh, sorry, 29.50. Yeah, sorry, yeah, 28. 29.50. And then we went for the winter Derby at Munmore, and he done quite a good trial, 28.50. But that particular week, he caught the kennel sickness that we had, and we had to withdraw him before the first round. He's had a couple of races since, but obviously he wasn't quite right because Daniel Doherty had a look at him and said that his white cells were all over the place. So he was on antibiotics. We gave him 3 weeks off, and yeah, only last night he's done a cracking trial run at Toaster. Done a 15.74, and all systems go hopefully for the Derby. Yeah, we'll be entering him up for that.
Star Sports Derby up next. He's a very exciting one for you, and it's really put you on the map. But you've got other dogs here to follow as well, including a new bitch into the kennel field.
Yeah, we just had a new bitch from Lee Calcutt, and that's called Magical Camilla. We brought her out of Toaster Sales, and then she looks good. We give her a trial, and she's done a 30.08 in the sales trial, and we give her a trial the other week, and she's just done a 29.73, I believe. So yeah, looks a promising bitch. Yeah,
especially for one so young. She's only not 18 months old yet. So yeah, we got our fingers crossed with her, and it's the only bitch that we've got. So maybe we ought to change our system and get bitches rather than dogs, because
she's definitely one to follow. But give us some more. Give us another one to follow, Chris.
We got a young dog called McCool Lad. That's running well at the moment. That's won 2 out of 3 races. Again, a very young dog. A brindle, very lightweight dog. We'll definitely get 4 bends around it to Oxford, but at the moment we're only, like most of the dogs, we're running them at 270 around it Toaster. Yeah, he's certainly a dog to keep to bear in mind. Yep.
He's a good sofa dog as well.
He's the dog that goes mad. He won't shut up unless you lock him in the office with yourself, and he just, as you see, lies on the sofa, etc. Beautiful dog. We'll make a beautiful pet in years to come. Yeah, certainly will.
Who are you excited by, Phil?
I like the black dog. This is actually McCool's lad's brother. He's had 1 run with us, and he got in a bit of a tangle. Went a bit lame, took him to Daniels once again, and he said leave him off for 5 or 6 weeks. So shortly he'll be coming back, so that's cool. Razor back in. It'd be a nice dog, I think, over 4 bends.
Yeah.
You mentioned Lee Calcutt, who's just brought a dog into the kennel, the bitch. You'd love to get more people like him in the kennel, because at the moment you actually own most of your dogs, the 2 of you, but the aim is to have dogs with owners.
Yeah, I think we've got about 50% of the dogs. Yeah, I think it was again to get us started, and but we're not buying dogs to sell on. We're hoping that clients will come to us either with their own dogs, or if they want us to source a dog, then we will do. But yeah, it was primarily to get us up and running and make sure that we could do the job in the first place with these dogs. And at the moment, I think we've got a 25%, as we stand here today, a 25% strike rate. So that's not bad at all.
And aside from that strike rate, now that you're kind of established, what do you think sets you apart from other trainers? Why would owners want to come with you?
Well, I think, anyway, I would say the first and foremost is the establishment that we've got. The setting here, you can come out on a Sunday, hopefully, or whatever day you like, really, put the lead on your dog, etc. As you said, beautiful countryside walks here, fantastic. You can see the dogs, how healthy they are, what we put into them, etc. Yeah, so that's what I would say. Come and have a look and basically be part of it. Yeah.
And you've got space, Phil.
We've got plenty of space here. It's brilliant.
Yeah, we got a facility for 34 dogs. So if we were, the kennels were built so that they held 2 dogs per kennel, and yeah, so we've got 17 kennels, 34 dogs. Yeah, could we do 34 dogs? Probably not on our own. We'd probably have to employ another hand, but we're looking for 20. 20 was a good number. We think we can cope quite happily with 20, and they would get all, the same care as the others are getting at present. Yeah.
And I'm wondering if the long-term aim is for you to go up in class of dog, because I'm going to take you back to your website, and your vision on the website is to compete amongst the top professional trainers in the most prized competitions that the sector has to offer. Do you want to be on the open race scene?
Of course we do, Julia. Every trainer wants to be on the open circuit, and like to be in these big races, these category ones, and see the Kevin Uttons and your Mark Wallaces and your John Mullins running around in these top open races. Now it's brilliant, and we would love to be part of that. So yeah, we will travel.
Yeah, and I think with the right dogs, etc., it wouldn't take a great deal of time to actually work your way up. I know we've got to start somewhere, and obviously with the graded runners, it's fantastic. As I said, each dog gets treated the same anyway. But yeah, just